Hey everyone, today I have a haul from the Los Angeles Goodwill outlet, and so if you are new here, my name is Allie and I'm a part-time reseller, so if you do enjoy reseller related content, feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. But yeah, it's currently $2.89 per pound at the Los Angeles Goodwill outlet, which I know is pretty pricey compared to other outlets, but I still think it's a pretty inexpensive way to get inventory, so I do enjoy going there, although now I pretty much only get stuff that I'm going to be selling myself, whereas I used to get more things to like take to buy sell trade stores and consignment stores. But yeah, so for the most part, I'll be selling everything on Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari, but there are some items I'll cross post over to like Depop, Curtsy, or Kidizen as well. So yeah, let's just hop right in. This first thing are a pair of pants from I Am Gia. I think they were more popular like maybe 5 to 10 years ago, but I think they're still, you know, somewhat trendy. And so these are just a plain black pair of pants with like a cuffed bottom, but they are a bit faded, so you know I won't get as much money than like if they were in mint condition, but that's all right. I Am Gia is a brand that I will also be cross-posting over to Depop as well, because that's kind of like that streetwear kind of vibe that does well over there. Let's see, next up, this is just a Columbia fleece zip-up jacket, and so like I said, you know, I'll be listing this myself. However, I have noticed at my like local consignment stores and buy sell trade stores, they do mark up Columbia pretty high, so I know if I'm not able to sell this myself, I can definitely still make, you know, a profit at like a consignment store or buy sell trade store. But yeah, next up, this is actually a new with tags Lulu's jumpsuit. However, I think I'm gonna have to take the tag off and wash this myself because there is some dirt on it, but it looks like it's just dirt and it'll come right out. And so I was so happy to find it even with like the dirtiness, because Lulu's has been doing really well for me, especially the more substantial pieces like dresses or jumpsuit, especially on Curtsy. And so I love selling on Curtsy. Obviously the demographic is a bit more like specific than like Poshmark or eBay, but like since they take like their fees are ridiculously low, so it's always like a pleasure making a sale on there, since like I get to keep most of like the sale price. So yeah, anyway, next up, this is a little Torrid denim vest. Torrid does okay for me, not a crazy profit, but normally it sells pretty fast, so I threw that in my cart. These are some Ralph Lauren 100% linen little shorts. I know it's not really the season for them, but I still pick up stuff really no matter the season, and you know, shorts and stuff are really lightweight. And then I did pick up these two little new with tags kids beanies. Like this one just retailed for 69 cents, but like new with tag stuff, it's pretty hard to pass up at the bins. And so yeah, I don't know, with these I'll probably like take a stash to my children's consignment store, and like these weigh nothing, and new with tag stuff is basically a guarantee that they'll accept. So yeah, I just couldn't say no to those, so had to pick those up. And then let's see, another new with tags item. I was actually unfamiliar with this brand, and so when I first saw it I didn't think it was anything, so I was like, oh well, maybe I'll take it to my consignment store just because they do price up like new with tag stuff more, so I get like, you know, bigger profit from them. But it's this brand, Uma and Leopard, and the retail price is actually pretty high, although like comps, there weren't that many comps, and the comps weren't necessarily like comparable to the retail price, but I think I'll still give this a go and list it myself and see what happens. And next up, these are just some little Prana hiking outdoor shorts. I actually don't really pick up Prana often, but I know they do have a following, so I think those should go fast even if, you know, my profit's not the greatest. And then another new with tags item, this was at a Goodwill store and they were trying to sell it for $14.99, but it's just a loft outlet dress. The loft price is $79.99. It's just like a black cold shoulder dress, and so I think it'd be like a nice dress for like it's just a nice little black dress you could wear for like a dinner party or something. I know with the holidays coming, there's like more occasions where people are kind of needing to wear like a bit more fancier attire. So I'll give that a try myself, even though I normally don't sell loft myself. And then this is kind of like my stash of new with tags items that I found. I found a bin with like a lot of new with tags items, but a lot of them were kind of like no-name brands. So I did pick up some things, even though like they're not the greatest brands, but they're at least recognizable brands. Like Pretty Little Thing is just fast fashion, but that's kind of a brand a lot of people know about, so I think it'll be easier for me to sell. And these are the Light Wash Extreme Rift mom jeans. So if these were skinny jeans, I probably would have passed on them. But you know, mom jeans that like straight leg or like flare, like any kind of non-skinny jeans have been selling well for me. So, and these were like a plus size, so I'll give those a try. And this was so cute, even though it's like probably gonna take a year for me to sell. It's just this Peanuts onesie, but it was so cute, so I had to. But yeah, next up, this is a St. John Sport corduroy vest. St. John, like their Santana knit stuff, I know is what they're known for, and I have historically had good luck selling that stuff. But I don't know how a non-Santana knit piece will do. However, I feel like this would be the right season for it. Like corduroy is like pretty popular in like the winter time, so we'll see how that does. It's a size small, but it's in really good condition, no flaws or anything, so I'm hoping for, you know, a decent profit. But next up, this is a Zara linen, just like little short sleeve button down, and I don't know if it's 100% linen, I think it's just a linen blend, but like linen shirts and stuff that are printed instead of solid have done well for me, even if they're solid colors, but I feel like my printed linen things have just sold faster, so I was happy to throw that in my cart. And then next I do have this one piece. It's kind of like strappy and backless, and I first saw this tag, and it's just like the size tag and the material tag, but it looked like identical to like my Vitamin A swimsuits that I've sold, which is a really expensive swimwear brand, but it didn't say Vitamin A on it. But I threw it in my cart, and then when I was later sorting through my cart, I saw that on one of the like strings, because it like ties, it like has a Vitamin A tag somewhere. I'm not seeing it right now, but so yeah, it is Vitamin A, and historically I've gotten like a really decent amount for Vitamin A somewhere, like $50, so I'm excited about that since it like weighs nothing. But next up, this is there's no tag in it, no material tag, no brand tag, but it's like kind of like a corset layering top, which is like super trendy right now, and it has that chain detailing. It's mesh, and so I think like I'll use Google Lens to see if maybe this is like there's like a comparable stock photo or something, like if this is from like, I don't know, like a Shein or something, or if not, I can try to model it maybe, I don't know. Since it does lace up in the back, I feel like it is like, I'm not saying it's one size fits all, but I feel like it could fit like a wide range of sizes because of that. So yeah, not expecting a lot, but again, this is a trendy item, so even though like taking it to a buy sell trade store will not be my first move, I know if I'm not able to sell it, I'm confident that they will accept that because they accept like, you know, trendy items. And then also with that, those IMGA pants, there was this IMGA, I would venture to say bikini top, but maybe it's like an actual top, but it's like a bikini top basically, and it has like Gia on like this part. It's a size extra large, so yeah, we'll see how that does. This appeared to be in really flawless condition, so that was exciting. And then this is actually a gown, like a maxi dress, a formal dress, not really a gown, just a formal dress. It's green, glittery, and Goodwill was trying to sell it for $12.99. But it's just from Windsor, which is a pretty inexpensive place to get formal dresses. So like they probably just retailed for under $100, but formal dresses have been selling really well for me. And I feel like this one, you know, it's more affordable. So like I won't list it for as much. So maybe someone will want to buy it since it'll be like cheaper than like the more expensive dresses. But it's just a really nice, you know, formal dress. It is like a trendy style with like the ruching in the back and everything. So we'll see how that goes. And then we have another new with tags item. This was like in that bin I said where like had a lot of new with tags items, but nothing really like super amazing, because this is just Forever 21. It is a size 2X though, and new with tags, so I'll try listing this myself and to see how this goes. Again, it was at a Goodwill store too for $6.99. And then this I don't think was in that new with tags bin, but it is new with tags, and looking at it I still don't even know, but it's like a vintage top. It looks like this, but like I've seen people wear this because like it's in, you know, like Y2K fashion. Personally, I'm not super knowledgeable about like, you know, Y2K trendy stuff because it's just personally not my style. But I think I'll give this a go, try and sell this myself. Maybe I'll model it and see what happens. But any kind of like vintage Y2K stuff, I'll also cross post over to Depop, just because, you know, basically the platform is made for like vintage and streetwear stuff. So it does pretty well over there. And then next up, this is a Trina Turk blouse. It's pretty basic, so I'm not expecting a crazy amount, but I think someone will still want it. And then these I just thought were cool. They're from Guess, but they're just like some leggings, like activewear leggings, but they have kind of like this print to them. At first I kind of thought they might be something special because I know Guess does kind of like streetwear collabs and stuff, but it looks like these are just some of their like activewear leggings. So yeah, I still kind of need to look into them. I don't really know how much I can expect to get for them, but yeah. Next up, this is a bodysuit from Good American. It's just a basic black mock neck long sleeve bodysuit, but Good American just has like pretty good quality things, especially basics. So, you know, my profit won't be amazing, but I think it'll still be something. And then next up, I'm not going to unfold it, but I saw this in a bin, and it's like a mud cloth print to it. So like at first I kind of thought it was like a sheet, and I was like, oh, maybe it's a duvet cover. And so like I was looking at it, but it's not. It's kind of just like a sheet. But then I saw this tag on it, and I was like, oh, that looks like either like the Free People or Urban Outfitters tag. And sure enough, it says like imported for Urban Outfitters on here. And so this is actually like a tapestry. It has like some embroidery on here, if you can tell. So yeah, we'll see how that does. I know Urban Outfitters home stuff does pretty well. I don't have any experience selling it though, so we'll see, to be determined. But yeah, next up, this is just a Topman ribbed short sleeve shirt. I mean, I said I didn't really pick up anything to take to a consignment store, but I kind of couldn't resist just because men's stuff is pretty much a guarantee that my consignment stores will accept. So that weighs like less than half a pound. So I just threw that in because I also have a load that I'm going to take shortly to the buy sell trade store. So might as well just throw that in. And then next up, this is a Free People Beach cropped cardigan, which is a pretty trendy style. It has kind of like balloon sleeves, so I thought that was really nice. I was excited to find that. And then this needs like an OxyClean soak. It's this denim jacket, and there's no tags, they were cut out, but on the buttons I saw that it said Bowden. So it's a really nice, you know, printed denim jacket. It just has some like staining discoloration here, so I'll soak it in OxyClean and see if it comes out. But if not, I feel like Bowden is a pretty desirable brand, so someone will still want it even with the stains, but obviously for a cheaper price. And then this was actually my first time finding Lily Pulitzer, just because I feel like no one really in Southern California wears too much Lily. But these are just some shorts. I have no idea if this is a desirable print or style, but I guess I'll find out. But even though people don't really wear it here, I feel like people still know about it. So if I was to take it to a consignment store, they would probably buy it just because they're familiar with the brand and it's like decently expensive. But yeah, next, these are some Levi's boyfriend jeans, size 33. Again, if they were skinny jeans, I would have passed, but the boyfriend style, more of like a straight leg, I feel like is pretty in and doing well for me. So threw that in because, you know, it's jean season. And these are some Free People little denim shorts. Let's see, this is a pair of Athleta linen pants, And so this was exciting, even though it's not really activewear, but it's, you know, an activewear brand. And if you didn't know, this channel is called Posh Athletica because that's a reference to like how I got started reselling was my Poshmark closet called Posh Athletica, which I still have, and on there I only sell activewear. So I'll list these over there, but since then I've expanded to selling more non-activewear, as you can tell. But yeah, that's how I got started and everything, and that's my username on like everywhere here on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Poshmark. So yeah, you could find me at Posh Athletica. But yeah, next up, this is a Free People jumpsuit. It like ties at the neck, and yeah, just a jumpsuit, really nice print. Free People though is kind of tricky because sometimes things are just like pretty saturated, because I feel like there's a lot of like liquidation places that like sell like Free People, so it's kind of like not only are there a ton of listings, but there's like a ton of new with tags listings. So yeah, sometimes it's a bit like I get excited, but it's a bit unfortunate because like it's just like way too oversaturated. But yeah, anyway, this is just a not a Free People, a Lucky brand, just a little graphic tee, but Lucky brand actually does pretty well for me. Not for a ton, especially just a little t-shirt, but normally I can like sell it for $15 like really fast, and that was in great condition. So I threw that in, as well as this one. It's like, again, just a t-shirt, but this one does have like a crisscross kind of detailing in the back. So I think hopefully a quick $15 sale. And then these are some Adidas track pants. They're kind of like a velour material with the 3 stripes, and they are that jogger style. So yeah, I don't know. This is a Hannah Anderson long sleeve with like a deer, and normally when I find kids clothes like good kids clothes like Hannah Anderson and stuff, they're like trashed or they have a ton of stains. That doesn't necessarily stop me from buying them, but this was exciting because it's like in mint condition and it's super cute, and it's like a long sleeve, so I feel like hopefully it'll sell fast. But yeah, I kind of don't really know that much about kids clothes because there's like no kids in my family, but there's like maybe like 5 kids brands that I know that I'll pick up, and Hannah Anderson is one of them. But next up, these are just some REI women's like hiking shorts. Again, not expecting a ton, but you know, people like hiking, and hiking outdoor stuff does pretty well for me. But REI is not like the most expensive brand ever, so maybe only like $15, but I'll take it. Oh, this is actually another Hannah Anderson item, but this is Hannah Anderson, like an adult item. It's just this printed dress, and I know sometimes they have like matching like outfits with like, you know, adult and child, so perhaps this is one of them. And then that would make it more desirable, but I'm not sure. Next up, this is a Lucky brand cardigan, and it does have some wool in it, so a bit nicer of a material, kind of like a boho style cardigan. I think I've only sold like Lucky brand t-shirts, but again, I think because the brand is okay for me, but then also with the wool content in it, I think it'll do pretty well. And this is another kids brand that I know, Janie and Jack. It's just this banana print rash guard top. So yeah, it's pretty cute, and that's actually in really good condition, which again was exciting. Oh, this is another kids item that maybe is not in the best condition, but I still got it. It's mini Bowden, and it does have some fading and stuff, but there's no stains or anything. It's just pretty faded. But I think someone will still want it. You know, you just, obviously I put that it's in like play condition, but yeah. And then, oh, this is another thing that I did get to take to like my consignment or my buy sell trade store that also sells like vintage things. It's this blazer, and you know, blazers are pretty trendy right now, but this I thought was really nice with like this embellishment on the lapel. I thought it would like be a really nice like jacket you can wear, like, I don't know, over a dress or something for like the holiday season, because it does have like that like beading to it. So yeah, we'll see. I don't really know anything about vintage, or else maybe I would try to sell it myself, but it's just not like, I just don't know anything about it. But yeah, this is another new with tags kids item that I got. It's just from the children's place. It's just a little like one piece. And then this is a new with tags Zara top. The retail price is $49, but it's pretty basic. It's just like an off-the-shoulder beige blouse. So we'll see about that. I know that my local like buy-sell trade stores, they really like Zara, especially like the current Zara label that looks like that. So they'll eat that right up if I buy it. I mean, if I bring it. So we'll see. But this is a Urban Outfitters cropped sweater with some bell sleeves, pretty trendy. Urban Outfitters is again another brand that sells well for me on Curtsy as well. So definitely be listing it over there. And these are some Ivivva, which is the kids Lululemon leggings. And Ivivva is no longer made, so it's perhaps more desirable. I don't know what size these are. They're like a larger kid size though. So I feel like the larger kid sizes do better than like the really tiny ones. But yeah, oh, I hit a bin that had like a lot of like really good like swimwear, like bikini stuff and like basics. Like the Good American bodysuit was in that, and this little bandeau was in it. This is from Skims, which as you know is Kim Kardashian's like shapewear and just like loungewear line. It's a super soft bralette, but there's like nothing, like it's a pretty basic piece, but I think it'll definitely like sell well because it's just like pretty desirable right now. And so in that bin, like I said, with all like the nice swimwear and stuff, there's also this like bikini top, and there was no tag, so like there's no size tag or anything, but I was looking on like the hardware, and it's from Zimmerman, which is like crazy expensive like designer. So yeah, nothing super crazy, but I think this is like a great piece to have found just because it's solid black, so you could easily pair it with like a plain black bikini bottom. And then next up, this is a jade swim, like bandeau swim top. Again, retail price is crazy high, like over $100 just for the top. So we'll see how that one does. And then I actually forgot to look this one up there, but it was in that bin, so I just threw it in, but I couldn't really read what the brand was. I think it looks like it says Samba, but again, it's just like a bandeau, but this one has like, it's like ruched, so, or smocked rather. So I'll have to look that one up actually. And then what kind of alerted me to like, oh, there might be some other good swimwear is because this is like a bikini bottom, but it's from Frankie's, which again is crazy expensive. It's just like a small bikini bottom, but just it's a pretty basic like cut, and it's just black, so I think someone can easily pair that with like another top. And then let's see, next up, this is a Wilfred, which is Aritzia. I feel like this might be a pajama top, but maybe someone will want to wear this out. It's not silk, it's just polyester, but Wilfred and like any Aritzia brand does pretty well. And then I did find this, which was pretty exciting. It's the Dr. Seuss Hannah Anderson collab little pajama one piece. Again, it is pretty faded, but I don't think there was any like stains on it. It was just like faded, but like obviously perfect timing for this, so I gotta get this listed because I know the Hannah Anderson collabs are pretty desirable. But next up, these are like the same pant as the Ivivva leggings, but these are like the Lululemon adult kind of version. Well, not the same leggings, same fabric. These are like a crop, and then they have like a slit in the back. They're a very old ancient style that I will not be selling myself, but my local consignment store, they love Lululemon no matter like how old it is. Like they'll eat it right up, so I'm just gonna take that to them. And they yeah, I don't know, they go crazy for Lululemon. But yeah, these are a pair of new tags, Lane Bryant linen cropped pants, and they're really cute. They're pink and they have a ruffle at the bottom. So yeah, linen stuff, it does pretty well for me, pretty desirable. And so that's actually it. That's everything I got. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed. If you do want to see more bins hauls, you can let me know, and hopefully I'll try to make more trips there. But yeah, thanks so much for watching.